Tesetai chitab Kalenjin ko yekamwaunen tai kemiten ak Nixon Lemlem. Kimiten kora en oret nebo Facebook. Iyokwech tebutik en oret nebo Facebook ak en oret noton nebo WhatsApp asikomuch kewalun ngot komi ng'olyon neimoche iteben inendet ko MCA nebo Marigat. Kikelewen en kasarta noton nebo tamisiek oeng. Among'u ale miten tamit noton nebo oeng en nguni. Ako kamwa tesetai koboisiechin biikab Marigat ak missing kora ko en kerenyin kebendi tai komoche koboisiechi biik anan meng'ik choton chebo Baringo. Kotindoi tebutik oeng mheshimiwa komakebe kamung'et. Ngetaunen nebo nekit noe ko MCAs, nekit noe ko leadership nebo Baringo. Kakomwa kole Baringo on its own korong kotoche kiprutoinik amun en tuguk kikichopto Baringo otindoi ainosiek, otindoi taritik choton chekemwa chebo flamingos, otindoi kemwa ile caves chemuch kerutechi. Kobaten accessibility at the same time ko omarte asikonai biik kole ano yoton simat kibwat kityo Masai Mara. Kot nomortoi koibunu ano amun mwoe meng'ik kole kiotaban en chobetab ortinwek, yachen ortinwek. Ak kebwat kora nebo ng'alekab mbarenik kakwautiet nebo ochokyi asikonyor biik title deeds. Keton succession kokoito sigik mbarenik kot kokochi lagok anan kepchei mbarenik ak ityo kenamen konyor biik title deeds. Ngobit ng'alek chemoche keyai kiy kobit compensation.
Kongoi missing Shadrack. Iman Baringo ko kokamwa ale tinye potential especially en oretab tourism. Ko kaimet neo tourists ngobwonei kubwonei for leisure, for relaxation. It's like a vacation. So inan kanyo chito kuname bitonin kosukan Baringo ikochi 4x4 but hata 4x4 kumemuche kubun kuya oret. So those issues chokomwa ale prioritization. Department of Tourism and the governor akache assembly ke prioritize angele kimeche kechop ortinwek chot tugul chebo tourism kokarnit. Ameche awech kongoi en last, I think the last 1 month kokichop Lake Bogoria to some extent. Hiyo ni Panadol. Kimeche ke alignan nyolu my proposal akar gerenyo ku alignan the Department of Roads in the county and also the State Department for Infrastructure and Roads, Kena, Kura and the governor ke a deliberate help in bigger Baringo given like Naivasha it's tarmacked all round. So can we also tarmac the entire Lake Bogoria and Lake Baringo, the circuits that are at a level even when the gonyebek araita kumaitu and then ke controlling ngalegabek by building check dams simaginyeles ko yaga roban kubayune. So ngalega parabareta it's not my excuse. The governor should not give us an excuse. No MCA should give an excuse, including myself. Amu kitinya machines. Baringo South kitinya machines. Baringo North kitinya machines. The county kitinya enough machines. It's all about leadership. And the governor should start that leadership at the Department of Tourism. Challenges kuraje kitinya in counties ko CEOs, implementing agents. The governor is failing because the implementing organs under him, the CCs and the CEOs and the directors and those officers seem to be not having a certain sense of direction. I think their work is only to collect data for projects, year in, year out. But if we say today, the CEO of tourism could more which idea that he had decided to run, how as a champion Ajamambuya Galega Parabaroshek so that those roads are accessible. Galega land adjudication. It is a request.
Komakibe noton about land. Nekit noe amun CEO si chukasi ngongo chikele boisionikab governor. Neka quote noe ibo ko MCAs o mujogero le kalyan CEO si chumoya boisiet komie. Nenge istene boisiet through maybe impeachment and county assembly. Kalyan CEO no moya boisiet komie kalya mage. Amun mara tindo kamuget governor. Vision of governor ko mara moibichu. Ako nde kamuget o much host ako le governor lewen pike la chen. Nuboeng ngalega budget. Ana mo ko ni budget ne amat tourism yanga ko na county ko na executive ko osirtewech.
In Baringo, assembly kugigesir the budget at the record time. Anything na kaibo governor ko lemeche ke authority yo, na kaibo department ko authority yo, ko kisirtai. Department of Tourism ko tom ko kaibo county assembly kulle sikenyorun revenue chiten ako sikosikyi kotebi kiprutoinik chekakitach eng oret nekararan ondewech budget neten okoyawech oret ni ak ni. There is no list of the roads to be done. So as an assembly, we rely kechi assembly kebendi public participation. Keiptoi hit kit nekamwa mwananchi. Imaimwa eng department ile amache siling cheten sochop barabaret ako yekachop barabaret kenyoru chepkondok cheten. So no kaleni mi ruonda kidogo CEC, CEO ak directors. Meche kwe creative. You know, leadership is about being creative, seeing something and say, I think we do this this way. But if you just show up in the morning and you sign papers and you go home in the evening, then you can as well even not have that job.
Yes.
You will not be helping the governor. If you are there only waiting for the governor to tell you do this, then it is wrong. You have to be creative as a person.
Yes.
As a leader for Marigat, there are projects that I visit people and look at it and say, this one need to be done. And we have a conversation with the people and we seek a common ground. So we also welcome the CEOs and the CCs to challenge us and say, we want to do this and show where we have not allocated that money. Like oversight. When the CC roads misbehaved, we impeached him. I was among those who said, this guy should go home. But unfortunately, again, you know, in the assembly, the dynamics and the politics go difficult.
Yes.
All the nominated supported.
Yes.
I think the nominated were scared. They were told, if you impeach this guy, then you will be... So, you know, that's 15 down. Then the remaining is 25. And then now, the governor, of course, Malago, but CCs are his people. No father would allow his child to be slaughtered. So he would call 1, 2, 3, even called us, okay, let's tone down. And then it's nature of human beings not to punish people. So he's like, gigojin chance but they should pull up their socks. So we do our oversight by if there's a CEO that is not working very well or a CC, we have that impeachment. But that should not be the way to go. Everybody afanye kazi yake na mahali umekwama unalete. Tunasaidiana sisi wote. Lakini ikifika sasa mahali umeshindwa na kazi, si basi tutakutembeza nyumbani. So ngalega adjudication, you came worry about talo oil.
Yes.
Kitinyo got another one eng Bartapwa. I think those parts of Bartapwa ko chini karibu kasi in Barakole ay Kapturo, around Kapturo ko mito Chogaet, mi Chogaet, and then ko gunyo Chinese on the major go Avestan. But because of land adjudication, it is very difficult to know who is the owner of this land and how is the compensation plan going to happen. Yes. The same problem that affected Talo Oil. So it is a rally call again that we speed up adjudication, especially on those areas which has resources that now we can welcome investors. You know, if the ownership of the land is not well defined, no investor is ready to sink their money and when not defined. So issues of land education has also hold back has as Baringo.
Yes.
So
compensation.
Development. We have so many investors. ProService want to set up something. We have investors who want to do solar landfill for solar. So we have a lot of opportunities. Kitinye CDC gora. Kaya the struggle nebo kibirebe kibagirdam oiga barnet. Kilibani around 6 million every month in terms of electricity. Agetinye CDC. Agetinye what we call benefit sharing model. I think it is passed in the National Assembly. Where if kaki chop kinemu a resource in a place, a small percentage local content remains with the people. GDC are able to produce tons, a lot of megawatts. If Baringo can have a conversation, the governor and the GDC and the government have a compensation on exchange, so that a certain megawatts are apportioned for Baringo. Sikeboishen that we offload that to Kenya Power, and then we get an exchange on what we consume in pumping the water. Then we install every generators and pumps. Pump and big up Kirdam to Kabarnet. And the people of Kabarnet will enjoy water fully, and the people, and even the new university will enjoy water. And then at the same time, the excess water, we do calculation. The excess water, we release it through gravity to the lower parts of Kirdam, that is Marigat, that is Kimondi, Walelso, Alabani, Kimalel. Then it's, this is a natural resource. It's a natural refill every year, Majinaja. Yes. So we can use it upstream through pumping, and we use it downstream through gravity. But still, we have to discuss the issue of power. Yes. Through GDC. So those are some of the issues that we need to look. So on national, I think I'm more about national politics. Ko kigere gele kitinye emet nebo Kenya ni biko resilient oje. For once kitinye president nengom ako ne passionate akobo maendeleo. Dr. William Samoei Ruto is not just an ordinary person. He has been an MP, he has been a deputy president, he is now a president. He was a student leader. He has walked the entire life from ground back huko juu. He understands it. I will sometimes follow him and listen, even when you kongolone ngalega parabareta Mandera. Lakini it is wrong. As the top CEO of this country, that is his duty. To know, he is supposed to know everyone, he's supposed to know every place, and he's driving the vision. When you talk about opening Moyale, all the way to Wachia, all the way to Kariza, that is a game changer. And I'm proud that I have a president who knows my village. I have a president who is passionate about everything. So I have national politics.
What do you get? No lena Baringo ngone wenjini mara in flagship project no gomu water sergalina no gero lenga na mara tom ge toy go mujot kelumda.
We have several roads. Kitinye barabara ne bune Tenges bune the Katile the Baringo Central on the back to Barwesa nigi champion ni Cheptumo. Kitinye barabara ne bo Muchongoi Karandi ni Nyonoi Marigat. Akitinye barabara ne bo Mogotio through Kamugunji akut Nyonoi Mogotio town akwa directly to Lake Bogoria. Akitinye barabara ne nomen Tenges nomen Kabrobita go through Talai through Kaptumo Akworogu to Lake Baringo. It's a good circuit. These are ongoing, but because of issues of budgets and pending bills of the previous government, we are a bit slow, but the president has it in his fingertips, and he has always prioritized. The mega game changer, the solarization and the pumping of Lake Baringo water and turning it to irrigation, something that will change the lives of Baringo. And there are that mega dam. It's only a question of us now as leaders, filling the cup. What do we need to do so that, it's like a relay. What do we do as leaders so that we pass it directly to the cabinet and to the president, and he runs with it, and then it comes back to the people. So we have a president, Ningen things at fingertips, and he's on a mission. I like when he said, I am not looking for a re-election, but he want to work. He want to work for the people. He has a job to do. So we support him, and he has lost a patriot in terms of Cheptumo. Cheptumo was actually our link to the president, and mostly some people even heard, even myself, saying, who is now our link with the president? And we are not talking about direct man-to-man. The link between Mwananchi and the president is the projects on the ground. Yes, we should be seeing activities, we should be pushing agendas to the table of the president that are game changers for our people. We are the people who think, and then we take it to the table of the president. So on national politics, one, I have to clear that we have one of the best presidents that this country has ever had. I don't know the future how it will look like, but in Ruto we have one of the best presidents. And the only problem and the challenge is the fragmentation in terms of tribal alignments in this country. That is why you see the Mount Kenya is pulling out. And you wonder why you're pulling out, and you are part of this government. You have over 10 CS. Half of the cabinet belongs to Mount Kenya. Why are you pulling out? And the president did something well. The taxation, the tax, the issue of teams. Everybody walking into the cyber. You do your taxes. You know you have to you have to pay what is due to the government. It's unfortunate that now our pay slips were a bit squeezed, but it's the only way to support the government. How do you want to support the government if you don't want to pay the taxes?
Accountability. Projects and ground. Target of Saka test to what young like in young at least live in a tower with Yangaiti. Mamingala get like a year or 8 in ground. Mamala get a
correct. Correct. On the ground, I can give an example. Fertilizers. In Bergara irrigation scheme, our farmers are buying fertilizers, alien fertilizers 2,500. Go till oret noe negigere pandap thai nibo serikali through the small programs. Key fertilizers for 7,000. So who took away? How did we reduce fertilizers from 7,000 to 2,500? The dollar. How did we reduce the dollar from 160 to the 130 now? You know, we have to see it in the small way. You cannot see the big projects. The paying of, government services through single point, the e-citizen. You will be shocked if you go to KWS. I don't know. I don't have those statistics. Like I am sure ukienda those organizations through another pay bill, but now they are paying through a single system. More revenues. Now on accountability. Accountability is a process. Something we want to see it today. We started paying these taxes last year. Can we give it 2 years? Rabisha kiki kwai kubaina sasava kukago yai 1 2 3 rabisha kiki kwai kukago leban endini. I understand 70% of what we collect inaenda kulipa deni. Yes, true. Meje njo ko soma rabruta deni rabisha chota in 2 years. Mai be rabisha jo ko som kanyishi ta. Mi yo ko to mi je bage. Aranga gi mbonde ni nikipangana kusiki yetu ni kupangana kwa year 2027 ke mwanya ngale jiba accountability ke mwagele we took so much tax and then this other one was done, this was not done. We do the balance. Like ngale kapsha. I am proud today I pay around 8,000 to 9,000 SHA. I used to pay NHIF 1,700. The ngalega mchango isha kibabi kimyon zot has reduced. For the last I think 6 months mimi I think na mchango moja ama mbili niliattend ya mtu mwenye hospitali. So ko kini ni garara kioger biik chike ko hospitali akotoret SHA literally I witness people close to me biik chilegitinon ak biik chiloinon ko SHA ko wakene imeje some in my own opinion ngeger ngalega NHIF the existing staff yogiye transitioning from NHIF to SHA kumake ko brutal again and employees chicho amu picho ko chicho lagok cho chimi NHIF ngeger how they are going to transition into the new K-Observant kena malake deploying into other ministries amu could be well be nyalel tane kinye na ba NHIF samagi yoguti codes ya imi the hospitali ko mara mi the supportage en staff gule frustrated yes so kisoma president maybe kongolonji kwa shwan picho da gule you are not losing your job, we are only transitioning into something good. The higher education loan model but the people just throw something good because kagipendi targeted support. When I was in the university, we were getting a blanket loan. Like in Nyagayore, I'm now able to pay for my education. I can pay for my child. Like in so that help model was also a good thing. We asked the stakeholders to support. Again, support an idea about the president because he's our president at the moment. Finally, Nalega Abu Kapila, amache ku emulate njitogol cheptumo. I really want to urge our national leaders from far and wide, from every corner of this country, that as I saw most of the legislatures come and mourn with Cheptumo.
Kagisomen bwana Lemlem igoi 1 minute kityo kending yon soet kebe tukosiek siwegen sikoi noto final remarks chemuchi mwa kotienge ak ngoliot noto nebo let en meng'ikab Baringo ak en emet komugul. Chitab Kalenjin asomin en kamugetab kebe short break anan kamuget nenwach sikiwege yatestai kimiten ak Nixon Lemlem inendet ko MCA nebo Marigat kiweksei namatya.